Hello, I'm Bryan Hutcheson, Sheriff of Rockingham County and the City of Harrisonburg, and thank you for joining me for this week's segment of the Rocktown Crime Report on rocktownnow.com. We've got a great segment for you today, kind of a follow-up. If you didn't see last week's segment, check that out on rocktownnow.com or on YouTube, Rocktown Crime Report. We did a segment where we introduced, as kind of a follow-up to the question of the week, we introduced you to the 4 canines that we have and promised a demo for today. So we're going to do that for you here in a little bit. But let's start off by looking at some crime numbers. We wanted to look at them. We try to look at them in a different way from time to time. We've looked at them by the day of the week like we did last week. In the past, we've done it, try to do it some different ways. For this week's segment, we wanted to go back to looking at it by the type of the offense that they were arrested for. So you can see here for the time period we looked at, which was the past really 12-day time period from October 12th up through the 23rd, which was Wednesday. We looked at that time frame. During that time frame, there were 143 total arrests in that 12-day period, averages out to about 12 arrests per day, which is pretty consistent with what we've seen in the past. And you can look at, well, what were those folks, 143 arrests that were made, what were they arrested for? What was the breakdown percentage-wise? And as you see here, the in blue section, 42%. Pretrial probation violations, that includes the fail to appear, capiases, and things like that. In red, the drug alcohol offenses, that includes DUI, drunken public, possession, and distribution of illegal drugs, 35% there. And then in green, everything else, all other offenses not previously mentioned, was 23% for that time period. So the interesting thing there in pointing that out and kind of thinking back to some of the ways we've looked at it in the past, that's still, I don't want to say surprising, but it's very, very significant to consider for this time period. 77% when you add up the red and the blue, the drug alcohol as well as the probation violations, more than 3/4 of the arrests in the past 12 days have been in those categories. So more than 3/4. So you want to know what's going on, you want to know what people are being arrested for, by the vast majority, more than 3/4 of them are in those categories. Only 23% for everything else. So that's kind of the state of the arrests here in our locality right now, and certainly I think interesting enough to make a note of. The next thing, as promised, we want to get out and we're going to go outside and put a little demo, show you a little of the canine action demo videos going on. So let's take a break and we'll catch you outside for that. All right, hey, we're back with you for this week's segment of the Rocktown Crime Report. We got a little demo. If you saw our segment last week, you saw where we got to meet all the canines, including our senior canine Titan right here, who does apprehension. You can kind of see he's already in a little bit of a different mood than he was when you met him last week. And that's because he knows there's a little bit of business in the air. We're going to do a little demo, some of the training like Deputy Barger does with him. We're going to do a little demo for you to watch today of the apprehension side of his game, which he's on top of. So we're going to get that going, and again, you're going to see the demeanor shift. Still in pretty nice mode, but he's on the verge of changing real quick. We'll see if we see any bad guys around the corner here.
Good boy. Good boy. Good boy.
All right, hey, we're going to do a second part to the segment. You just saw Titan, who's our senior canine. This is one of our new ones, the ones we're doing the fundraiser, getting the bulletproof vest for, working with Finnegan's Cove. But Aries was close by, and he said he wanted to get on this too. I think there might be a bad guy in the same location. So we're going to see again. Demeanor's pretty good right now, although it's a little bit heightened from what we saw in last week's segment. But let's just see if he can't find the bad guy making apprehension here today too. We'll go check it out.
Sheriff's Office K9, you're in the building. Surrender now, you will get. Last warning, surrender now, you will get.
All right, so hey, we're back inside to close out today's segment. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Just a small, quick taste. Got to see a little bit of both Titan and Aries in a little bit of a action mode. You can see the dogs are very, very smart. They know the difference between last week when they're getting out just to kind of be friendly and walk around versus this week, which was a training mission, a practice deal, if you will. But they understand when business, when it's time to get serious, and they certainly adapt. The loading dock, I don't know how high that is, 3.5 feet at least, probably not even a problem for them. You saw them conquer that with ease and get to the bad guy to safely make the apprehension there. So just wanted to give you a little taste of it. We got some great canines, great handlers, and we're proud of them. And that was a great question. Wanted to go a little extra with that and show the demo itself. So hope you enjoyed that. Love the questions. If you have any questions you want to get in, anything else at all, we're willing to answer them all. We love them. Get those into the newsroom at rocktownnow.com, and we'll try to get that into our question pool and get it in on a future segment. So thank you for that. Again, hopefully it came off pretty well. What we also wanted to touch on for the coming week, we have Halloween is coming up next Thursday, as a matter of fact. So it won't be long. We'll have extra patrols out. We try to patrol for the trick-or-treating and everything that goes along with the Halloween. Really, it's a weekend. Thursday throughout next weekend will be kind of a busy Halloween. We're going to put a graphic on the screen here for you, but one that we'll be doing on Halloween evening, the Elkton Halloween Hoodoo, always a great event. The town does an outstanding job with putting that thing on. A lot of good times to be had for the kids. So if you're out on that side of the counter or anywhere near, come on out. As you can see here, great deal. We'll be out there handing out candy, and always love to do it. And again, hats off to the town of Elkton. They always put on a great event. I think some of the other towns put on Halloween events too. So if you don't live in that area, or you can't make that one, check it out or do some searching for different activities if you got the kids, or different Halloween stuff. A lot of fun to be had, a lot of good candy to be gotten. But if you're around, come see us there in Elkton or wherever else you might be. We're going to be patrolling again. Want everybody to have a happy and safe Halloween, good time of year, good fall events going on. So check them out. And we're going to be busy with them next week, so we won't have a crime report segment for you next Friday, but we will be back with you Friday, November the 8th, and we'll have another crime report then. Get those questions in. We'll have some more arrest numbers and anything else. But very much appreciate you tuning into this segment. We'll see you next time.